Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Draft to Glory franchise mode once again. And in this one, we are here for season number 5, I believe, but we have made the playoffs for the second straight season. And for the second straight season as well, it is against the Florida Panthers, although this time we finished off higher in the league than Florida did. So really quickly, we'll show you guys what the team is looking like. I think it is looking extremely well right now, and I am super pumped to see what the playoffs do bring us this season. Apart from the goaltending, I think this team could go a long way. I'm not going to lie. Although with 80 overall, Connor Ingram, he didn't have a awful postseason last year. Basically, same stats that he's had throughout his NHL career, but he did have a few good games down there, or for us, I should say, last season. So we get good games out of him, then who knows what could happen. So yeah, this year, hopefully his stats will be better than that, and we'll be able to get past this absolutely stacked Florida team. It is absolutely unreal. I cannot wait to show you guys, because I'm sure it hasn't changed all that much, but I am just terrified to see what it is like, to be honest. And we're still listed as hopefuls, which is surprising to me. I feel like we gotta be close to contenders. Like, if we had a better backup, like same overall backup, then maybe we could be a very good contending team, or a lower end contending team, I guess I should say. So top line hasn't changed, that's a fact. Second and third line centers also haven't changed. They're just, one's better and one's the same, and one just got an extreme amount better. But oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, let's look at this team. So Eli Tolvanen, a 94 overall sniper, high elite. He had 55 goals this season with 106 points. Steven Stamkos with 110 points with 51 goals, and I think he also had the most points in the league. Brock Besser, with 84 points this season. So that entire top line, point per game, that entire top line almost consisted of 300 points together, which is just absolutely unreal. Moving on, we have Vitaly Abramov with Matthew Barzal and Tom Wilson on that second line. So a pretty good second line, if you ask me. Or a second liner, a first liner, and a third liner. So interesting. Now the third line, we have Chris Kreider, who's an 82, playing alongside Stephen Pardy, who is a ridiculous power forward. He had 54 points this season, also 31 goals. Let's see, how did he do? He takes a lot of shots. Decent amount of time on ice. He should be higher up in the lineup, though. He probably should be. Speaking of which, guys, I wanted to go through every single team and change up lines, like how they should be. So, like, I would put Barzal on the left wing and have Stephen Pardy as the second line center. So I would change Barzal to a left wing, and then I'd also just edit everybody just to see. Just to make things differently. So I don't know. We'll see, though. I might do that, but that's going to take a lot of time to do off screen. So yeah, like I said, back to that third line. So Stephen Pardy is actually listed as a second liner, which is just crazy. And then Matthias Janmark is as a depth forward playing on that third line. That's definitely a very good third line, though. Probably the best third line in the league. Now their fourth line consists of Alex Fermenton with Derek Brassard and Matthew Perreault. A very good fourth line as well. Defensively, still not amazing. Jacob Chychrun, obviously still their best defenseman by far. This season he had how many points? This season he had 47 points, so a new career high for him, playing alongside Andreas Borgman, and he looks very good as well. Very good defensively, very good physical stats. He's got a very high offensive awareness as well. I think he put up a decent amount of points last season. Yeah, 31 isn't all that bad. And 26 this season, all right. Now, their second pair consists of Josh Morrissey and Alec Martinez, who is still dropping, which I just don't get. He's only 34. And then their third pair, I should say, is Cale Clegg with Jordan Subban, who's pretty damn good offensively. Does he put up points? He had 30 points this season. Wow. Cale Clegg, he had 13 points. Interesting. And the goaltender has a change, it does not, and he's gotten even better. Thatcher Demko last season was an 87, this year now a 90 overall. He did not have a great regular season, though, so yeah, we'll see. I believe they made it to the... Oh, yeah, they actually won the Cup last year. I was going to say, I believe they made it to the final last year, but no, they actually won the Cup, having a record of 16-4. Unreal. He played absolutely phenomenal in the playoffs for them last season. Hopefully it won't be the same this season. Michael McNiven is the backup goaltender. Any scratch players? Derek Stepan, Jordan Kyrou, and Jamie Alexiak. All right. We don't actually have any scratch players because I have injuries on. Just never gotten an injury, which is surprising. I believe I do have them on. Yeah, I think so. Whatever. I say that now. Our entire team will get eliminated or get injured in game one, of course, because that's just how it goes, really. So let's simulate up to the day of game one. Syracuse loses their first game in their playoff series, which is against the Laval Rocket. Interesting, that's not very good, but nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. So let's hop into game number one. Obviously, we are going to be in Tampa Bay for the majority of the series, depending on how things go. But let's get going, I would say. Let's obviously switch it to goals. All right, first period of game number one. Let's go. All right, 2 goals for us and 1 goal for Florida. So Richard Panik opens up the scoring of the series, and Jonathan Drouin with the second goal of the series for us. And then Matthias Janmark with a very quick goal after Drouin's 18 seconds apart from each other. So that was a very good comeback goal from Florida, but we are still ahead, which is obviously very good. Seeing us 2-1 up, heading into the second period. We're also out shooting them quite heavily, 17-8. So we are obviously out doubling or over doubling their shots right now, which is very nice. Second period now, 2-2. Matthew Perreault has tied the game, so we've kept their top 2 lines off the score sheet so far in this game. Knock on wood. Hopefully that stays the same way. Yeah, so interesting. Their bottom lines, though, the lines that have been scoring for them, which is quite interesting if you ask me. So let's go third period now. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Let's slow sim the third, of course, by 8 times speed. Man, I feel so weird right now. My voice, I feel like, isn't just going with how I want it to, and my speech also just isn't working, and I just feel so unfocused right now. I do not know why. Maybe it's because I'm listening to music, but anyways, Anthony Cirelli scored a goal for us, and I was about to say it was the game winner, but Andreas Borgman clearly had something to say about that, with 54 seconds left, tying the game. Rough. We outshot them 35-26 as we head to overtime. Let's see. Who will game one go to? Will it happen in the first overtime? Power play early for Florida. We kill it off. All right, nice. Okay, I'm nervous. We're about to hit 40 shots. There it is. Another power play for Florida, and we need to stay out of the box. And there's that top line as well. Eli Tolvanen with the game winner. Unreal. Drouin with a goal and an assist. Jaspers with 2 assists. Stephen Party with 2 assists. Over there for Florida as well. So neither goalie did great in game one, and unfortunately game two was, unfortunately game two, why? I don't want to talk about game two. See, that's what I mean. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm sorry. Haven't been in the groove of recording these past couple of days. So game one, unfortunately, did not go our way. That's what I was trying to say. So game number 2 now. We will head into it in just a sec. I just want to see. Drouin, obviously, and Drouin and Jaspers are the team leaders in points right now. It was only one game, though, guys, so I'm not worried. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go check Ingram's stats, but I'll check after these 2 games on home ice, and we'll see. So, again, another game, this time in Tampa. Game number 2 of the first round, guys. Can we get by them this time? First period of game 2. All right, and we're down 2-0. Brock Besser gets his first goal of the playoffs, and Jordan Subban as well with his first of the playoffs. Although again, second first period in a row that we have outshot them. This time 13-8 instead of 17-8. So still a very good period from us, but not good enough. Why did I say that was a very good period from us? It just isn't. Like, I'm glad we outshot them, but we haven't gotten a goal past Thatcher Demko yet. So I can't do it, guys. I don't know what's going on with me. Let's get that to happen in the second period here. Second period now. So we did get one by, but Matthew Perreault with a late goal, his second of the series now. And it is a 3-1 lead for Florida heading into the third period. We're still out shooting them 26-29 or 26-19, sorry. Holy shit, guys. I am not doing good. Let me just take a breath before I do this. I don't know what's going on. I am so sorry. All right. Maybe I was talking too fast. So now let's get the third period underway here. Let's go. We're down 3-1. Let's see if we can make this comeback. We got the first shot of the period, I think. I believe it was. Power play early for us, and Todd Jaspers gets his first playoff goal of the season. That might be his first playoff goal ever. To be honest, I'm not sure, but a power play for Florida now, and we kill it off, and we come down to the last 5 minutes, still down by 1, and Eli Tolvanen makes that just irrelevant to make us go down by 2. Outshot them 41-29 in Game 2, but we couldn't score enough. Thatcher Demko with 39 saves, a .951 save percentage. Unreal. Their goaltending and that top line. I truly do wonder if we will ever get by this Florida team. Hopefully it'll happen this year. Syracuse has taken a 2-1 series lead. Now, like I said, I want to go and see Todd Jaspers. Is that his first goal of the playoffs ever? Because I do not think so. Oh, it is too. Okay, so that was his first playoff goal. He had 3 points last season in 6 games. This year he has 3 points in 2 games. So already having a much better playoff run. Hopefully those stats can get improved a decent amount here. But let's head over to goalies and see. Connor Ingram's also gone down in overall, and holy shit. An .866 save percentage and a 3.74 GAA. That is awful. He's let in 8 goals on 60 shots. That is not good. We're gonna change that up then. We're gonna let Oliver Rodrigue get the start in this game. I don't even care. I don't want to roll with Ingram again. That is just, it's not good stats. Rodrigue did have the better stats throughout the regular season, I believe. Did he, right? I think so. Yes, he did. So, Rodrigue, then, I guess we'll roll with you. Has he ever played in the playoffs? He did in the AHL last season with a record of 10-7 plus a .935 save percentage and a 1.64 GAA. That's not bad. So, you know what? Let's roll with Rodrigue. He will get his first ever career playoff start, and hopefully he'll help us out more than Connor Ingram was, because Ingram most definitely was not helping us out. So we now head to Florida, though. Obviously not far from Tampa. Let's see. Game number 3, period number 1. And before I could even get it underway, Taylor Radish scores on the first shot of the period, first shot of the game. And, yeah, there we go. So that's the start that we needed desperately. We got the 1-goal lead, and after the first 20 minutes of play, that is still the only goal on the board. But this time, for the first time in the series, Florida outshot us in the first period. All right, so 15-10 are the shots in favor of Florida. Let's go second period now. Get another one early, guys. Both teams scored. Chychrun actually got the tying goal, and then Taylor Radish with his second goal of the game, which is very useful. Giving us a 2-1 lead, and then Todd Jaspers with his second of the playoffs. And there we go, Jaspers looking really good so far in this series. What a great pickup he was. I believe we drafted him 4th or 6th overall. It's looking good so far with Jaspers. So, Yeah, I don't got much to say. We're getting outshot still, 28-22. But Rodriguez looking pretty damn solid right now. Let's go. Third period now. We will slow sim it, of course. Vladislav Nemesnikov with his first of the postseason. And we're up 4-1. Okay, nice. We're still getting outshot a decent amount, though. Florida just got a handful of shots in a row as we head to the last half of the third period. Demko did not have a phenomenal game, but you know who did? Oliver Rodrigue, only letting in one goal on 36 shots. Absolute beast. 972 save percentage. Wow. Okay, Radish with 2 goals and Nemesnikov with a goal and an assist. So I'd say our top line is doing absolutely phenomenal right now. And game 3 goes to us. Jasper's leading the team in points with 5. Very nice. Obviously, we saw what Rodrigue's stats would be, so I don't need to go look at those. But let's head on over to game number 4 now. Syracuse, and it's tie series 2-2, so I may hop into game number 5 for them, just since it is a 5-game series. Why not? So, game number 4 for us up in the NHL, again in Florida. Can we have a good first period like we did in the last one? Let's go. Come on. Time for the first. Not good. Stamkos finally gets on the board for them, and not only does he get on once, he gets on twice, and I just realized I made a mistake. Connor Ingram is in net. I forgot to put Rodrigue back in net. And if we lose this game, I more than likely will blame Ingram. He's already let in 2 goals on 10 shots. Oh, man. We're out shooting them again, though, in the first, which really isn't good. Every time we've outshot them in the first, we have lost. So, yeah. 11-10 are the shots for us. Second period now. We get on the board. Okay, so I saw that there was a lot of goals, and I was thinking it was going to be a lot worse than that. Tyson Cullimore gets his first of the postseason, his first ever playoff goal, maybe his first ever playoff point. And Boris Kachuk, I think that might be his first playoff goal as well. And then Jasper's with his third of this series, I believe, right? Yeah, I believe so. So, looking pretty good, I might, if I must say so myself. Eli Tolvin and Stephen Party scored for them as well. All right, 4-3 for Florida as we head to the third. Let's go. We'll slow in the third, and Jacob Chychrun with a goal in the first shot of the period. We have a power play, and it is a very long power play, but we were unable to score on the power play. That's not good. We're still down by 2 heading into the final couple of minutes of the period as well. Another power play for Florida. We have another power play, and it doesn't matter. 41-30 were the shots for us, but Thatcher Demko was just the better goaltender in that one. Stamkos with 2 goals and an assist. Tolvanen with a goal and 2 assists. Oh, man. I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, we're going to wait. Yeah, I am going to more than likely sim through Game 5, but I do need to make sure I put Rodrigue back in. Ingram stats have gotten even worse from that. Wow, okay. So we are going to put Rodrigue back in for game number 5. We are on the verge of losing in 5 games, guys. This is not good at all. Let's look at the AHL series, though. Laval Rocket doing pretty well, forcing a game 5 against us. So let's sim Syracuse versus Laval in Syracuse for game number 5, first period. Jesus, that's a lot of goals. Sompy, Stillman, and Zibanejad scored for us. Then Teasdale and Licola cut the lead by 2 goals to make it a 1-goal game heading into the second period as we are out shooting them 12-10. Second period now, lots of goals still. Woolley gets his first of the game, then Licola with his second, right? Yeah, his second. I believe so, yep. So, okay, and then Chip Churro scores for us to make it 5-3. Third period now, lots of goals again. Licola with a hat trick, but it wasn't enough. Then Hentonen scored for us, then Zhao scored for them, and Tutin scored for us. Only 60 combined shots, and there were 12 goals. Wow, okay. R2 Licola, 4 points. Pat Stillman, 4 points, and Oleg Tutin, 4 points. Okay, well, it's okay, though, because we move on to the second round. Very happy about that. We will obviously keep an eye on them. But the main focus is the NHL. So let's sim to game number 5 now, and let's see. We're back in Tampa. I forgot again. No. I forgot again. Jesus Christ, guys. Fuck. I forgot again. Ingram's in net. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose in 5 games. First period, 0-0. We're out shooting them again, though. And I truly believe that we're gonna lose this game because Ingram's in net. And since it's just perfect. We have Ingram in net. Every time we've had Ingram in net, we've lost. And every time we've outshot them in the first period, we've also lost. And look what happened in the first. We outshot them. 7-6 were the shots. Second period now, and 2 goals for Florida. Tom Wilson and Eli Tolvanen. That's gonna be it. We got 5 shots that period as well. Slowson the third, power play for Florida, and we scored a goal just before Florida got on the power play. There's Merkley's first goal of the postseason. We have a power play, and Todd Jaspers ties the game. Please prove me wrong, Tampa. Please prove me wrong and force a game 6. 3 minutes remaining in the third. Alright, well, Jaspers with his 4th goal of the series. He's just doing wicked right now. He's almost goal per game right now. But we're getting outshot so heavily right now, 20-31. Connor Ingram, I believe in you. I believe you can keep the puck out of the net to force game 6 here. Let's go. Overtime period. Will it end early? Oh, a power play for us, please. We were unable to convert on the power play, and it's all my fault. It's all my fault. Eli Tolvanen with another goal this series. I think that was his 4th or 5th goal of the series. It was Ingram. It was Connor Ingram's fault. I 100% blame Connor Ingram for the loss of that series. I really do. I'm not going to lie, I really do. Todd Jaspers did awesome for us. He had 8 points in 5 games, but it wasn't good enough with the goaltending we had. Connor Ingram had an .869 save percentage with a 3.78 GAA, and on 100... And let's see, what was it? On 123 shots, he let in 16 of them in 4 games, was it? Yeah, 4 games. He let in 16 goals. As for Rodrigue, he let in 1 goal in 1 game, but he also had 35 saves in that game. It was my fault, guys. I forgot to put Rodrigue back in. My brain was somewhere else in this episode, and I'm sorry. I truly am sorry about that. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that then, but before I do head over to the AHL playoffs, I'm not going to end the episode here right now, at least. I want to go look at Florida stats. So, first time in the playoffs last season, we put up a better fight. Now, this team basically just consisted of Jaspers and Merkley this season. Jaspers was amazing. He had 8 points, 4 goals, 4 assists. Merkley with a goal and 5 assists with 6 points. Those two led our team in points. We're the only players with more points than the games played that they had, or more points than the same amount of games they played or more, so unreal. Durant only had 4. Howden, Nemesnikov, and Palat only had 3. Radish only had 2, and there were 2 goals from one game, which obviously helped us win, but 2 goals isn't good enough. Cullimore, only 2 points. He's a rookie, so I'm not too upset about that. Sorelli, 2 points, -3, not good enough. Hedman, 2 points and a -3 is also not very good. He also had 9 penalty minutes. D'Angelo, only 2 points. Neither Hedman or D'Angelo scored. Panik had 6 penalty minutes, which as well is just too much. Kachuk with 1 goal, Lipanov with an assist, Foot, Gudis, Quack, and Joseph didn't have a point. Matthew Joseph didn't have a single point. That is surprising to me. And we already took a look at the goaltenders, but next year, Rodrigue will be playing in the playoffs for us, whether we make the playoffs, I guess that is. Connor Ingram, though, letdown of a season. He just did not do good for us. .869 save percentage throughout the playoffs, and 3.78 GAA, and in the regular season a .905 and a 2.81 is just not good enough. 25 years old as well. I'm saying he's best as a backup goalie. That's what he will be for us. Let's go and take a look at Florida now, though, just to see. Thatcher Demko didn't even play that great. He had a .921 save percentage and a 2.66 GAA. He let in 14 goals in 4 games. He also didn't do very good. It's just we didn't have the goaltending to win that series. That's what I truly believe. And Eli Tolvanen, like I said, he just did absolutely unreal. He had 5 goals in 5 games, guys. He had 9 points. Stamkos with 8 points. After that, though, it's just a few players here and there. They also had players who didn't get a point in the first series, but there's nothing I can do about it now, guys. It was my fault. I didn't make the change like I wanted to, and I completely forgot to. So my fault, unfortunately. But let's go to the AHL and let's see how Syracuse does now. So we'll see in the first 4 games of the second round: 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. So we're down 3-1 in the series. Looking like Binghamton may be able to move on here, and they will. Okay, Syracuse gets eliminated in 5 games in the second round. Ouch! This postseason was not a good one. Most definitely was not a good one. Pat Stillman led our team in points with 9, which is not bad. So Florida now 3 points ahead of Montreal as well, or 3 games ahead of Montreal, I should say, sorry. They will more than likely move on to the conference final. Will they get the back-to-back Stanley Cup? It is obviously a possibility. We shall see. I'm going to stop the sim real quick because I need to see where I need to scout, and let's see how Florida's doing. Conference finals, they're moving on to the Stanley Cup final for the 2nd season in a row, and I'm telling you guys, if I had made those changes with goaltenders, I feel that could have been us. I truly do. Let's look at the draft class and see where I need to scout. I guess not like the draft matters all that much. It still does matter, of course, though. So let's see. Obviously, I know the majority of players. So let's see. SHL. I should probably scout the SHL. The Liga. There's not a lot of players here. Should also still scout them, though. The Dell, I'm probably not even going to scout. Is there a 20-year-old here? Matthias Germain. Also, Gordy Fotinos. Fotinos. Ooh, Theodore Kolzig does not look bad. I'm going to pin Theodore Kolzig. He really doesn't look that bad. I'm probably not going to go to the Dell or the Extra League. Darren Rammer. Dominic Tenkrat. He's got pretty good stats, to be fair. Jared Quick. National League, no. 6th and a 7th. OHL, I feel like I should scout some more. Ooh, who was that goalie? Bobby Lowe. Interesting. So OHL I should scout. QMJHL, I should also scout. Oh, yeah, I should really scout the Q forwards and defense. WHL is where the majority of players are. That's where the entire top 10 is coming out of. Jesus, okay. I thought I would have enough information on them, but I still do not. I guess the top 10 doesn't really matter all that much, though. So we'll see. We'll probably fall around the 15th or the 16th to anywhere from 16. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys! There's an elite goaltender projected to go in the second round. That may be our first round draft pick, to be honest with you. Ross Wiseman. That may be an option. I may totally go for that. Top 4 in Kabanov. I'm gonna pin him to just to see. Rest of the world. Tiny Hopkins and Henry Hawes. I believe I've already looked at that, and I think I've already shown you guys that as well. Alright, well, that will be interesting. That will obviously be in the next episode, though. So I gotta go back to the Q and SHL, I would say mainly. So let's go do Q first, because, the Q is pretty important. I can only do 1 month left, so I think this might actually be the last scouting assignment we get. And Florida did it again, guys. The repeat for Florida. Back-to-back Stanley Cups. I believe it's only 2 Stanley Cups. Might be more, though. We'll take a look. I am going to look at the stats before I do end this episode. It's been a little long, but it hasn't been too long. I made much longer videos in this series, so yeah, I'll also look at progress reports, of course. Anybody retiring from our team? Alex Killorn? Nope. Okay. Any goalies? Also no. Well, let's go check the entire league then. Let's see. Roberto Luongo retiring as a backup goalie in Pittsburgh. Nice. Lundqvist retiring as a backup goalie in Calgary. Dubnyk retiring as a backup goalie in Minnesota. Chad Johnson retires as well. Patrick Marleau led the retirees in points. Very interesting. He was a Colorado Avalanche. Most games played went to Marleau, and then Daniel Sedin, who's 41 and is 73 overall. Eric Stahl had 1,200 points on the dot. Damn. Let's see. Justin Williams, 73 overall. He's also 40. Duncan Keith, Jason Spezza, Jason Pominville, Ryan Kessler, who's a 70 overall. Jeez, okay. Louis Erickson, Andrew Ladd, Trevor Daly, Mark Giordano, retiring at 85, still a serviceable player, but nope, he's gone. Jack Johnson, Alex Goligoski, Anton Stroman, Eric Johnson, who's 34. That's a young retiree. He's demoralized. He must be. He's listed as a top 6 defenseman and still an exact top 4. Patrick Berglund's also 34, retiring. Interesting, guys, interesting. So, trade block, let's take everybody off of it. Alex Killorn's an 81 now. May make the NHL then. Alright, so let's go and look at the progress reports really quickly. So, Victor Hedman, a 95. Todd Jaspers is playing like a 93 right now. Ryan Merkley playing like a 92. Durant playing like a 91. Nemesnikov playing like an 89. Unfortunately, though, where it says natural growth overall, that's the actual overall that they are. I wish Nemesnikov was an 89, though. That's a fact. D'Angelo getting very close to maxing out at an 86, which is good. Or an 84, I guess. Cal Foote, 85. Andre Palat didn't change. Sorelli hasn't changed. Howden's a +1. Is he listed as a third liner still? I hope. Joseph playing like an 83, so he's playing 4 overall, higher than what he actually is. Cullimore hasn't changed. Radish hasn't changed. Panik hasn't changed. Killorn. Lipanov hasn't changed either. Connolly, Ernie, Kachuk, Ingram. Lawrence Lake is now a 78, playing like a 79, so he will make the NHL. Oliver Rodrigue playing a little bit better than what he actually is as well. Okay. Let's go check in the system. Radko Gudas, Kosarenkov, Tutin could make the lineup. Paquette, Volkov hasn't changed either. Stillman's a +2. Okay, so Stillman could actually make the NHL next season. Antonin actually hasn't changed. Never mind. Quack Quack also has not changed. He's actually demoralized. Ronnie Woolley has changed a bit. So +2. Ronnie Thomas as well, a +3. So he could be our NHL backup next season. I'm thinking what our AHL or our NHL goaltenders are going to be is going to be Rodriguez the starter and Thomas as the backup. Just that's what I have a feeling it's going to be, but obviously I do not know yet. Anybody else? Has anybody else grown? Chip Chura's a +2. Bodie's a +3. Gianta's a +3. Wolf is a +2. Bear Fair. Okay, so I didn't sign Bear Fair, I believe. And he grew 9 overall. Ooh, that's really good. Jesus. Okay. Kali Zabinajad grew 11 overall. Okay. That's a low elite as well, so that's really good. Bednar's grew 3 overall. There's a few players here that I haven't signed. Luis Antonio, he's grown 4 overall. Okay, well, guys, very, very interesting. Well, I'm going to more than likely end the episode here, guys. Let me know, should I go for that goaltender in the draft? Because I feel like we have 2 very possible goaltenders that we could, or that we already have, that we don't need another one. It's just tempting to really go for them. So, let's see. So, top 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, I'd say I'd fall around anywhere from McCackern to McClement area. So, out of those players, let's see. McCackern, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to go for a goalie. James Kavanaugh isn't bad. Benjamin Bitts, an offensive defenseman. Duke Borough, and Will McClement. So I would probably go for a defenseman because I feel like picking up another defensive prospect is not bad. I feel like we still need them. Actually, Randy Wilsey is not bad either. You know what? I will have to wait for the time to come, guys. So I'm going to I am going to end the episode here, guys. Hopefully you did all enjoy. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.